Hi, it's Hände, the guy with the green-orange hands who is holding his t-shirt in front of the camera as inconspicuously as possible. What nice thing have I brought today? And this is truly something beautiful. A BSA Buccaneer SE. Yes, why SE? Because there is, similar to the Ultra, also an older model without SE. And there is also a Buccaneer in very old and very fashionable versions. And this is the significantly newer version. Yes, you can. Also see here that there is still a scope on it. Old amazement. So that means at the moment I don't know when I will sell it. It will become foreseeable at some point. Time will tell. Closet is definitely too full. Not much more fits in. Well, that's just how it is unregulated. No regulator in it, I would say. So, should we first do the technology, or should I handle the thing first? Come, let's start with reading aloud. This here, namely, first of all, so we know what we are talking about. 10 chords placed sitting. I don't think there's anything to say about that. Satisfactory is still an understatement. BSA Buccaneer serial number. I paid €261 gold coins for it. And as I always say, sometimes you have to get lucky. And knew it cost $6.50, and it delivers around 6.7 joules maximum. So, why did I get it so cheap? I mean, that's almost illegally cheap. It was sold, indeed, with the magazine, but without a filling adapter. And, as I said, I have the secret that you can generally get filling adapters easily in China. For $5 or less, 2001. Of course, I didn't make a big deal out of it, and look, I also have a filling adapter for this, so this will be sold with a filling adapter. So now I can show it to you. No, I can't yet. I still have to. Oh, I still have to. Before I get everything mixed up, I need to first work through this. The tablet. Yes. So, where is it? There it is. Come on, you have to hit it when clicking. What's new? Edit option to automatically start a new shot string after X seconds have passed when a new shot is recorded. Why am I never asked if I want to update? Anyway, it is like this. You can probably set it somewhere. So, select Profile. BSA is quite advanced. Buccaneer SE. And then we go over here and let's calmly start with the graph. Box is still set. So, that's now 50. Well, about 60 shots. And I would say, with this curve, one can live with it. No. I'm holding extra low now, right? Not that it holds again. If I may introduce, there is one gator light and there is the other gator light, but that one is also nicely bright. I can of course also read out values to you. So view shots, this is now backwards, from very weak to very strong. Shot 59, just under 60 shots. 6.3 repeated, then 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, 6.667, 6.67. You get 66.6, 6.7, 6.5, 6.3, 6.3, 6.667, 6.66, 76.7, 6.7. We are at 29. I'll save this. Last 10 shots. 6.7, 6.5, 6.5, 6.3, 6.6, 6.4, 6.4, 6.5, 6.5, 6.4, 6.4, 6.5, 6.5 thousand. Yes, no. So around that point you can set yourself. That's it now. I don't need to read more here. So, and now we will also read here, namely first read the shotgun, a proper piece. And as I may point out, with a certain pride, wooden stock. Happened to see one at Airgun 2001, which is very rare on the market, but I saw one and it had a black plastic stock. Thought? Wood. Warning. Read manual before use and blah 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 with instructions. BSA Buccaneer SE made in Birmingham, England. Shit. Even more at the border to Scotland. Buccaneer SE made in Birmingham, England. Caliber 177, 4.5 meters, and a series of numbers F sign. Signs are important, especially for things that come from abroad. Then we have a nice BSA logo here on the stock again. Yes. Also on the grip. We also have beautifully cut fish skin in the expensive wooden stock. I'm currently checking if there are sling swivels here. I know there is a hunting version with sling swivels, which we need in Germany, because hunting with air guns is, I believe, generally more or less prohibited. So, the stock. Yes. A sensational color. I like it very much. Indicated cheek piece on the right side. But you can also see that the thing has been used. I'm holding it up to the camera on purpose because I'm going to sell it again at some point. And I think against the light you can see very nicely where there might be scratches, right? As it reflects beautifully, like on car paint. So it has been used. So it doesn't look like how air rifles usually look when they've been really put through the ringer. But the thing hasn't just been sitting in the cabinet. That much can be said. Also, the bottom is important for collectors. So that was it? Yes, at the back. We have a nice thick butt pad, thickly rubberized, straight. Straight is always important for me because then you can put something in between if the stock is too short. We can try the stock length right away. Yes, as always, 1 centimeter won't hurt. It doesn't need to be much more. That's already good. We have a trigger with screws here. That's nice. So we have a hole in the trigger guard here. Holes in trigger guards are always good. That means you should be able to screw through there. By the way, we also have a safety here. This thin lever is not a decocker. It's a completely normal safety. The front is sharp, and the back is secured. Yes, I don't particularly like them because you fumble with the trigger to disengage the safety. I don't find that technically great. Then we have a huge fat screw here. I think it's more about holding the stock in place. But behind the trigger, I don't know if we can manage that. Here, behind the trigger, we have a second silver screw, and I assume it's good for some kind of adjustment. But I can't say because I don't have a manual for this, and I'm also much too lazy. Since we're at it, we can try it out right away. And, oh, lots of advantages, lots of advantages. 3, 4, 5 meters, gut feeling. Hard. A bit, so I wouldn't call it crawling, but you can tell something is happening. So the trigger has a lot of play. Then there is a bit of free play. So, I hesitate to say crawling, because crawling means something is scraping, slipping, sneaking, and you don't notice anything at all. So whatever is underneath is relatively well polished, and then at some point the shot comes. If you can adjust it, I think, I would adjust it here. No idea if that works or not. We have an air tank, which you would never have thought of. It's quite long, quite large, and has a timer on the front. This timer now shows, as you can probably see, almost nothing. It does, right? I love timers that are in front of the barrel. Yes, 2001. Either the timer is defective or something else. There is a reason. I ordered several of these tiny clocks. And then I will experiment with them to see if it gets better. I will share the results during the sale. The loading thing is hiding under here. There is a hole, and there is a hole. Now comes the trick. I can unscrew this here with my fingers, the timer. That's why I imagine changing it to be relatively easy. There it is. And no air comes out here. There is air inside, there is pressure on it, and no air comes out at the front where the timer is. I can also only see, if at all, a microscopic little hole on top. That means I don't know if it was perhaps forgotten to be drilled through, or maybe it's dirty, or who knows. That's why I'm worried when other ears are there. At the moment, I can easily unscrew the thing. It surprised me a lot. It goes over there. It is simply made of plastic. No, in the short version, in the Ultra, it is aluminum that you have to unscrew from the front. And here it is simply plastic that is just placed over it. You can see a thread on the barrel here. Yes, I do not have what was originally on it, namely a kind of muzzle flash suppressor just in case. And yes, it is 1/2 inch unfade, so you can screw on any number of silencers. I haven't done that here because there's always too little space anyway. It is really, really quiet with the suppressor, so it only clicks in the system. Nothing more happens. So, if we have this great unit of measurement here, we have total length of 91 centimeters. So, that was it. Man, this is going really quickly. On top, we have an 11mm prism rail. I'm sure it's 11mm. Yes, indeed, that is an 11mm prism rail. The magazine comes in from the side. Let's do this one first. Here we have the same principle as always. The lever goes up easily, the lever piece goes back easily, and here it is then cocked and goes forward super easily again. So you can really do it like this and then put it back in with one hand. That's great. It works smoothly. There is also no little lever here that you have to pull, unlike the Ultra, to somehow release the magazine. Because here we have a magnet that holds the magazine in place. And it's a small square one. I saw it somewhere before. It's neodymium. Here it is down there. I can see it from here. So, let's see. Is this one here? No, I can also repeat up to the 0 shot. Yes, well, there's nothing in it anyway. And for safety, we also do this bang again. Yes, without a silencer it makes a noise. That's just how it is. I'm just thinking about whether I should leave the magazine in, and I can't forget it when sending or something. Yes. Have I already told everything again? It goes so frighteningly fast lately. That must be the routine. What do we have there? If you're wondering why I'm squinting my eyes like this for 12 minutes, you probably can't see at all. This here is just a show pair of glasses, so to speak. They're a bit tinted to look great on me. Otherwise, it's just window glass. Consequently, I can't see properly at this distance. It's all good. I don't need glasses for that. So, as you know, we had the magazine. Filling adapter is connected to the compressor. That's always the most important. And that it remains relatively accurate despite having no regulator is probably due to this quite long pressure cylinder. It should be about this long. I always have the feeling that I've forgotten something. That can't be right. But that's how it is. All right, I could just demonstratively get into position again. There is no sighting device included as standard. So you have to plan something. Screw on from the start. Feels good. So this is also a decent handful here. These are not those thin plastic stocks, but if I show from above, there is already a lot of wood on the right and left of the barrel. Or I have to say, there is still a lot of wood on the right and left of the pressure cylinder. That's quite a statement. I don't have a scale here yet, but I think you all have the internet, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, and you can look up what this thing weighs yourself. That's why I save many things and values, because you have the internet. You can Google if you're interested. And if you don't Google, then you probably aren't interested. Yes? Yes? And now? I think that's it. No? There won't be more. Then I would say we're done. I'll point out the usual again. There. And by the way, what else was there? There was something at VDB that I should urgently point out. Yes, I have forgotten again. In any case, go, sponsors. Somewhere. Wait. Hand. Up in the corner should now, like in the news, be a big round thing that emphatically reminds that the war chest needs to be filled. I wanted to make a video at some point, laying down a machete that you can take to the street, a scythe that you can take to the street, and a butter knife that you can no longer take to the street if this new law passes, which I very much hope will not happen, and someone has to do something about it. They do that here, and it helps enormously when the war chest or the lawsuit fund is filled. Hopefully the few iron are left over. I believe you. I believe you. I also think that most of you are not too stingy, but simply too lazy, because you actually have to visit the homepage and say, hello, I want to participate too. I want to support you with $3 per month. That's not too tragic, but you have to do it. So please get your ass up and do it. I've been doing it for a while, as you can see, and you'll also have access to great colorful things on the side. Well, here, this is also one of those VDB casting cards, which is, however, defined by tactical. I also got the duck, the one called Tom Tactical, and my own spy duck is, how should I put it, rather problematic in behavior. That's why there's not much spying going on with it. So recently, it's very armed here with my own Glock in it. That's how we took care of that, through the formalities. Yes, and everything else will be seen sometime soon. I see the green-orange gloves. Yes, I'll soon be walking around like a promo guy, you know. But why not, if it's fun? I mostly get the stuff for free. Unfortunately, the document costs $12.50 or so. It's really great because it's proper felt and nice and long, fits exactly one shotgun on it. Perfect. And that's why I'm now blown away and can't get enough of this great technology here with which I can just switch off in real time.